Philadelphia. Thank you very much. You guys are very nice. Thank you.
Packed house.
Yes. Wow. Lovely.
Little break, but we'll...
Also, you forgot Resident Alien! Okay. There we go. Sorry, I'm not waiting for that one.
Okay, so, to be fair,
Fondness, yes.
I left that one out intentionally because I wanted to start with it.
Oh, okay.
Only because to anybody out there who hasn't seen it, which it sounds like almost everybody has, I honestly believe Resident Alien might be one of the funniest shows on television.
Oh, wow. Thank you, man. Thank you.
I have been such a huge cheerleader for that show since episode 1. I watched it purely because you were attached to it, and I was hooked from the first episode.
Oh, nice. Thank you. Thank you.
And I've gotten so many friends to watch it. I'm very curious because after watching it, I've had conversations with people where I feel like it was a role that was written specifically for you.
It was not. It was. They had, according to Chris Sheridan, who is the creator of the television show off of the graphic novel, they had auditioned over 100 people to play that role, and which made me question my agents. I mean, and also the casting director. Well, I mean, you couldn't have brought me in sooner. But they were about to give up on casting it, and everybody else was cast, and they were going to just fold it up and put it off till the next season, and start again. And then I just went in and did whatever I do. I did when I'm on the show. I just did that. And they went, oh, okay then, you do that. And they hired me. I was like hired the next day. It was all very fast after that.
Yeah, it's such a performance that like after watching it, I just don't know if anybody could ever do it better.
Chris says that he didn't know what the role looked like. He just thought he'd know it when he saw it. And luckily, that's what I did. And he went, that's it. So, great. Worked out.
Season 3 just wrapped not too long ago, at least airing wise. Has there been any word yet on a season 4?
There has not. And, I know, it's tricky. It's tricky. I don't know what else to say. It's tricky. We're on Sci-Fi. And I had suggested, I don't know if anybody saw this interview, I had suggested that Sci-Fi is not a typical network, but it's a front for possible illicit activities. I don't want to get into what it is, whether it's drugs or human trafficking. I don't know. I'm not saying that. Maybe it's just designer handbags. It could be something like that. But cable is dying, so it would,
Well, I'm kind of hopeful because the first
cable's dying. Thank you very much, everybody.
That's the end of that. The first 2 seasons are now on Netflix, so yes, it can be streamed. So for anybody who hasn't seen it, if you have Netflix now, you can go and watch the first 2 seasons, and hopefully the 3rd season will be added relatively soon. And it seems like a lot of shows tend to find a new life when that happens, because they find a new audience.
Right. But that is distribution versus production. And it all becomes very boring very fast, and it has to blah, blah, blah. But hopefully, we're hopeful. The great thing is that a lot of people have found it, and it's been done really well on Netflix. And that just makes it harder for it to go away, because there's going to be somebody, one of those big money bags people up there, up in production, who goes, people like it, so we can probably make money off of it. And I don't know why they have this accent, but they do. Look here, this alien thing's got money coming out of it. Let's drill for oil in the Alien show. And so hopefully it'll get picked up. We're all very keen to make more.
It just seems like one of those shows too that everybody's just having a ton of fun on the set. Everybody has a great time. The whole cast is just an amazing cast of characters.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's good people. So, yeah.
you know, as I mentioned during the intro, I've been a fan of yours for a long time, even going back to Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
All right, yeah.
I've actually met Tyler a couple times and spoken to him about it, so now I get to meet the other half of the duo, which is a lot of fun. But you know, between Tucker and Dale versus Evil and Dodgeball, you seem to kind of float more towards comedic roles.
Yeah.
Is there a reason for that? Is it just something you prefer over anything else?
In Hollywood, a lot of times you get cast for the last thing you did. God, this is loud. The last thing you did. So if you've done a comedy, when somebody's casting a comedy, they'll go, oh, that guy made me laugh, or that woman made me laugh, so I'm going to cast them. You know, they have you in mind for that. The same thing goes for science fiction. You know, I've done a lot of science fiction, and that came from Firefly. All of it started there. Yeah. My whole, you know, I did a lot of things before Firefly, but Firefly changed my life in such a positive way. And what's that? Yours too? That's very nice. But I also do like it's kind of like what can you do when you're an actor? There's so many people who do it, and there's so many people who are very good at it, that you end up, when you're auditioning and going against so many good people, it becomes, what are you best at, or what can you do that other people can't? And a lot of good-looking people can act. Like, they just have to be on camera. And you're just like, I'll watch that. That's a good-looking thing there. I'll just focus, and they put a gun in their hand, and you're like, all right, we got a story. I don't know. But a lot of those people don't do the laughy, funny things. So it narrows it down, so I get a better shot at those, maybe. I can get those roles. So, and I do love it. I love it very much. But maybe one day I'll do something else. Who knows?
I mean, there's been a couple roles here and there that you've done. I know as a podcaster, I did an episode of Top 5 Favorite Baseball Films, and one of those films I had went and watched was 42, in which you're in, which is a very different role.
Not a funny role.
No, not at all.
If you know this movie, it's about 42 is about Jackie Robinson breaking the race barrier in professional baseball. And I was the Phillies manager.
The Phillies manager. I was trying not to mention that part.
And he was a real guy who was really racist. And in a movie of racists, he's the most racist. So Chadwick Boseman was the lead, and so I did get to meet him, and yeah, he was amazing, and worked with him a little bit. Although, because we had such a contentious relationship in the story, we met, and he was like, we're not gonna hang out. Yeah, I get that. And, but he gave me such a hug after it was over, which if you haven't seen it, and you're okay to watch that kind of thing, it is a great historical story. Also Mr. Harrison Ford in there, another he's done some sci-fi. Can't remember.
Just a couple things.
I can't remember what it was, but I feel like I've seen him in a sci-fi thing. Yeah, so I did do that. Yeah.
But you know, on that note of Harrison Ford and the sci-fi thing that he did, you know, you've done a number of, you know, Disney animated films. You've almost become like the next John Ratzenberger for Disney animation, the way he was for Pixar.
Right.
Is, you know, they keep including you in some way, shape, or form in all these movies. But those were individual films. It wasn't until Rogue One that you entered a massive universe of so much more. What was it like for you getting to enter into that universe, into the Star Wars universe?
It was cool to be in a Star Wars movie. I wasn't going to do it, which just shows what an idiot I am. I mean, I'm truly stupid. I had talked with Gareth Edwards, who was the director, and they were talking. He had said from the beginning, he's like, listen, I'm going to every twitch of your eye, every curl of your lip, everything, it's going to be in the robot. We're gonna follow everything you do in the robot. And I was like, okay, you're saying this. You know, I've done this before with iRobot. And, you know, I trust you. And then it was before we started, there was I saw the art for K2SO. And he's got a frozen face, and there's no lip to curl. And I said, you know what, man? Get somebody else to do this. I don't want to do this. Look, I've been hurt in the past. You don't know my wounds, man. I'm a sensitive soul. And he basically said, come to London and let's play Star Wars. And that was all he had to say. And I was like, oh yeah, right. That sounds like the coolest idea. And we went to Jordan. Like it was before they were doing the volume where a lot of things are shot like that, especially in the TV shows. So we were going to locations. So we went to Jordan. We went to the Maldives. We flew all over the world, and it was a wonderful experience. So yeah, it was great.
I'd like to turn it over to the audience to get some audience questions. So if you do have a question, there are 2 microphones on both sides. You can line up behind either one of them, and we'll go through. But before we go to the audience questions, I do have one more of my own that I'd like to ask, and you can answer it or not. But
No.
All right, well then we can go to the
You
audience.
don't know what I've been through.
I've been hurt in the past.
I've been hurt in the past. I'm a sensitive soul. I do want to say about the questions. If you have a question, I do this. You get whoever asks a question, I will give you something from my bag of crap. Now, a lot of this is just crap. And this bag of crap is even crappier than most bags of crap. Because I've been working and I came here from a job, so I didn't, usually when I'm just coming straight to one of these, I'll get some stuff I have some stuff that is better than others, but mostly it's just crap. And so just know, you'll get some crap. Yeah, it's good stuff. Except that it's crappy. Okay, what were you going to ask? Sorry, man.
So no, it's fine. So I'm a huge fan, still to this day, of Robin Williams. And I'm just curious if maybe you can kind of share a story of what it was like working with him on the set of Patch Adams.
Oh, it's so awesome. So it was my first big movie job. And I was friendly with Michael G. Oh, sorry. My voice. Michael Jeter. He was in it. He played, you may remember from The Green Mile, he was the one with the mouse. He was in this movie as well. He was also a great Broadway performer. Yeah, he was fantastic. In the hotel. Anyway. So he and I had become friendly during the shoot. I'm in it just for a short moment in the movie, but I was there for a few days shooting that in the insane asylum. And he was sitting by the window, and I came over, and we were just like waiting around for, like you do on movies, you wait around a lot, and said, what are you doing? And he said, oh, you know, I'm just looking out this window. And he had this voice that said, oh, what you looking at? And he said, not quite sure. My right eye crossed about an hour ago, and now I'm just trying to get it back out. And I was like, oh, well, maybe if I slap at your face. And then Robin Williams came over, and he goes, what are we talking about? And he did the voice, and so we were all doing these weird voices, and then it morphed into a different voice, and it morphed into a different voice, and we went around and around and around. And it was a moment where I was there experiencing my life, but I was also outside of my body, standing next to me going, do you see what's happening right now? Oh my gosh. Because I was doing characters and voices that I had learned from Robin Williams, watching Robin Williams growing up. And then I was getting to play with him, and he just liked to play. He was fun, he liked having fun and enjoyed being on set. And oh my gosh, it was one of the best things ever. One of the best things ever. And both of those guys, yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing that, though. I appreciate that personally.
Thank you. Thanks for asking.
So,
all right.
All right, let's head over to the audience questions. Let's start over this side here. Sorry, it's a little bright up here, so it's hard for us to see. So just what's your name and your question into the microphone?
Hi, my name is Lindsay.
Hey, Lindsay.
Hi. In Resident Alien, what human experience or activity would you personally like Harriet to experience that we haven't seen yet?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm looking for my pens. I have pens. I'm gonna need to sign. Oh, there we go. What human activity? What activity has he done? Boy. No, I don't want him to ski. That's for sure. I'm trying to think because we're out on the mountain. I don't like skiing. I made a deal with God. If he let me off a mountain one time without breaking my leg, that I would never put on skis again, and he did. And I'm keeping up my end of the bargain. So ice skating would be fun. A pie eating contest. Oh, that would just be swell. Okay, thank you for the question.
Thank you.
You can come on up for your for your crap.
This is from my hotel. These are some cotton swabs. There you go. You can use them however you want.
All right, let's head over to this side here. What's your name and your question?
Hi, I'm Hayden, and I just wanted to ask, out of all your roles, which one have you connected with the most?
Ooh, Wash from Firefly. I don't in my life fly a spaceship, and it took me a while to come to terms with that. But at the time, I drove a little fast silver car, and I really felt, I don't know, I was way into the role. Plus, he's a smart ass, which I kind of am, still to this day. And also when they would, I'm married to a wonderful woman, and who I would never challenge in a fist fight. I mean, you don't want to fist, anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, but that, when there was a fight, he was like, they're like, we could kill him, we could ambush him, we could do this, we could do that. And I'm like, can't we just run? Why does there have to be killing and shooting? I like running, let's run, no one gets shot. And that would be me in a fight. So, let me give you this. This is this is not from this hotel. This is from a different hotel. This is from the Park Hyatt, New York. Oh yeah, very overly expensive. This is a loofah pad. There you go. You can slough off dead skin with that, off you and off others. It's all, enjoy that.
Let's head back over to this side here. What's your name and your question?
My name is Justin Fee.
Hey, Justin.
I've seen Harley Quinn, and where you played the Joker.
Yes.
How do you differentiate that version of the Joker from Mark Hamill's Joker and those Jokers by extension?
Thank you. Well, I didn't see Mark Hamill's Joker before I did it, which was good, because he is very good, and I really like his. I approached it like, as far as vocally, the quality of the voice. You know, the writing is very different from the other Jokers because it's such a very crass and adult take on, and a comic take on these characters. But I thought the Joker is, his origin story is he falls into this vat of acid. And like if I eat some spicy foods or some, Mexican foods, I'll get a little acid reflux, and it really bothers my voice. So I figured maybe, I sort of started with that idea. And then it was sort of like if he was completely an acid, then it would do that. So it like started there, and that's how that went. Yeah, that's how I differentiate it, I guess. Oh, wait, here. Oh, let me give you, here's one of the better things. Okay, so when you do a show, you have to do ADR, and like going in and redo the lines, especially on this isn't Resident Alien. Let me tell you these lines, see if you can guess what this character is. This is gonna be give it away. I am a reprogrammed Imperial droid. No, I don't think anybody should have lived in. I love that part about it. He asked if K2 could have lived through Rogue One, and I said no. I like that everybody died. Look, I'm an emotional being, okay? So that was fun. I didn't know I had those in there. All right.
There you go.
There we go.
All right, let's head over to this side again. What's your name and your question?
Hey, my name is Ryder. Over here. Do you have a bag of chips on you?
No, I don't.
Okay.
That was purely just to get crap.
Ryder, ask a better question. Okay, no, you'll get some crap. Here we go. Here is. There you go.
How was this question?
This is the bag tag from a past United flight. Enjoy that piece of, specifically piece of crap.
All right, we'll take it back over to this side here. What is your name and your question?
Hi, my name's Rose, and my question is, out of all of the Disney films that you've done, what would you say is your favorite voice?
Oh, it's gotta be King Candy. Because he was the first one that I ever did for them. And then they said, well, you should come back and do another voice then. Also, there was when we did the read-through, so I got cast out of a read-through. Somebody was supposed to do the voice and they fell out, and I got brought in, and we flew up to Pixar, up to San Francisco. And it was Sarah Silverman was there, but we didn't have John C. Reilly yet. So there was another guy doing Wreck-It Ralph, another actor that will go unnamed. But I remember it started out, and I was talking about the Rasta race, and he turned to me and he said, "Are you going to do it like that?" And I said, yeah, they asked me to, yeah. I don't know, rude. Anyway, he did not end up in the movie. So, okay, oh gosh, what to give you? I don't know, that's all so crappy. Oh, look here. I was just in New York, and I saw this great play called Stereophonic. So I'm not in this play, but that's me signing that playbill. Okay, so she went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We met in Cleveland about 3 weeks ago. And she's giving me her piece of crap. Signed, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Cheers.
How often does that happen?
Never, that's the first time. Thank you. Okay, oh nice.
All right, let's go back over to this side here. What's your name and your question?
Hi, my name is Grace, and it's actually my birthday.
Oh wow.
And since it's May the 4th, I wanted to ask you, because broke on some of my favorite movies.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to ask you, like, what other characters would you want to play in Star Wars?
I don't know. I would, I don't know. There's so many. I like the idea of it being a Western, so anybody in a Western type situation setting. Somebody who's like somebody who doesn't want to have to, a wash character. Is it like a wash character? Like somebody who's like who has to fight but doesn't really want to fight?
Like the reluctant hero type.
Yeah, the reluctant hero type. I did a movie called 310 to Yuma, which was a Western a long time ago. And it wasn't bad. It had some great people in it. Christian Bale did some sci-fi once. Can't remember what it was, but he's done something. Yeah. You talk like this. Anyway. Yeah, and I was that guy. There was like everybody was going, I guess we're going to go through here. We're going through here. We're going to go through here. And I go, through there? That's Apache country. So I was the guy going, I don't want to do that. I'm afraid. So, okay, great. Here we go. This is from. Oh wait, you're a. Is there another one of those? I think there might be another one of these. Oh yes, here we are. The rebel fleet has arrived. You're not supposed to steal these, by the way. But if you just fold them up and put them in your pocket, they don't know. And they have Alan Tudyk written on them so that if they ever end up on the internet, they go, who the hell let that leak? And they know it was me. There you go. The rebel fleet has arrived. Stardust. Oh, cool. Groovy.
All right, we'll head back over to this side here. What's your name and your question?
Hi, my name is Brandon, and I was wondering, out of all the television series that you've done,
Yes.
if there was one that you could go back to and get one more season out of, which I obviously...
That's a loaded question.
Okay, so the stipulation is besides Firefly, because I think we would all...
We'd all want Firefly.
Would want that. Besides that one, what's another series? Personally, I feel like Powerless would be a...
Powerless. Yeah. Well, Powerless. So Powerless was a show that maybe a lot of people haven't seen because it was on and it just kind of. It was a weird show, but it's the same guys who made Powerless make Harley Quinn. So I ended up, working with them there. But yeah, we were in the DC universe, but they wouldn't let us use any really good superheroes. So we were using a lot of lesser superheroes. Anyway, it would have been fun. We finally kind of figured it out towards the end. There was a great episode where Superman. So we run we invent things for superheroes basically, or something. I don't remember. Research and development for like things for Batman. And I was a Wayne. I was his loser Wayne. I was a loser Wayne. The Wayne who didn't do very well. And, Lois Lane dies. And it's on the news, and they're like, oh my God, Lois Lane died. And only one person in the office goes, yes! Oh God, yes! Lois Lane is dead! You know what that means, don't you? We're like, what is wrong with you? He goes, well, there are some people who believe that Lois Lane has died before, and Superman was so upset that he flew around the Earth really fast and then went backwards and reversed time because that's how time works. Like an old VHS tape. And so it's just a do what you want day. It's a gimme day because Superman's gonna rewind this day and it's not gonna exist. So you can do whatever you want. And so everybody does whatever they want, but then Lois Lane's funeral's on TV and Superman shows up with a new girlfriend. I'm like, oh no, this is real. He's not gonna reverse it. So anyway.
I think like the first episode was Starro was like one of the main creatures that you had on that, if I remember that correctly. I Because you had to have the offshoots of DC. There were only certain characters you could use, and I think Starro was one of them.
Star's good.
Yeah.
All right, this is a spoon. That's a spoon. Thank you. Plastic spoon. Enjoy that spoon. All right.
All right, we'll keep moving. Let's back over to this side. What's your name and your question?
Hi, my name is Adam.
Hello.
And my question is, since you've done both voice acting and live action, is there any character that you voice that you would want to do live action if you could?
Ooh. Hey. You know that I was actually in Atlanta recently, and they were doing Moana in one of the stages, and I tried to go over to meet Hey. But nobody was there. They were all taking the day off or something. At least that's what they said. I think Hey won't allow me on set. What is this? Oh no, gosh, I want to say Clayface because that would be a lot of fun to do, but then I'd be in makeup a lot because he's made of clay. But he becomes so many different people. I'll stick with that one. Clayface. Awesome. This is an envelope. You can see someone has written Alan on it. The contents of the envelope are gone. It's metaphor. Huh? What was in it? That's something to ponder, I think. Because I'm gonna ponder it, I know, for a while. What was in that? I don't know. Obviously, I keep a lot of crap in my bag. And it's maybe not healthy. Great.
All right, let's keep going. Back over to this side here. What's your name and your question?
Hi, my name is Kayla.
Hey, Kayla.
Hi. Of the short list of things that you haven't been in,
Right.
what is one of those that you would like to do next? Star Wars is now crossed out, but what else haven't you been in that you're oh, that'd be cool to do?
I'm not going to be in this, but so I'll just say Peacemaker because I really like it. I like Peacemaker. My wife does the dance, they choreograph the dance for their opening, and so I know I'm not in it. But I like working with James Gunn. I like James Gunn. We made a thing called PG porn. I don't know if anybody has seen this. It kind of happened during a time of the internet when, I don't know, you may not have been noticing what James Gunn was doing at that time. He made some videos. They were called PG porn, and it was porn for people who like porn but can't stand all the sex. So it was people, Nathan did one and I did one, and that's really all you need to watch those two. But we worked with porn stars, porn actors. I worked with a woman named Michelle. I don't forget what her name was in movies. It wasn't Michelle. Yeah. And so he and I worked together, and actually James is in the video with me. So I'd like to work with him again, and I really like Peacemaker, so I'd say Peacemaker is my final answer. Final answer, let's lock that in. This is Gentle Cleansing Makeup Remover Wipes. They give these out at the hotel I'm staying in currently. And I want you to have these. Not of these, it's only a one. Enjoy that. You can re-gift it, however, you can the same way you came, yeah.
Do you think we could ever see a return of Con Man?
You know, I would have said no, but I'm not saying no. Why is that, Alan? Well, because I figured out a way to do it. I mean, right now Hollywood is going through a retraction. We just went through what people would call the TV renaissance, or the golden year of TV. There was just so much. Everybody's aware of that. My God, there was so much TV. Like, not all of it was good, but there was just a lot of it. And so people were trying to get their streaming channels on in competition with Netflix. So they were putting out a lot of what they call content and what we call stories and shows and art. So now all these mergers have happened, and people aren't going to movie theaters as much, and they're holding on to their money, and they're not spending money, and they're not making that many shows. After this strike, it was like it just hasn't come back. So it's a little scary. A little less scary. It's not like they're not going to make shows. They're going to make shows. It's like, how are we going to get around this? I worked with Eric Idle once. He said, producers are so useless. So, if there were no producers, we'd still make things. It's just they come along to give us the money to make them so they can make money off it, but we would still make them. And so I know we're still going to make things, and it's going to figure out how it's done and at what budgetary level. But one thing they are making is things for low budgets. And we made Con Man for a low budget. And so I think I could find a home for it. And as far as cons are concerned, they've changed. But I figured out a way to do that too. And there's some stories that I never got to tell. So I don't know, maybe.
I'd love to see it come back.
I would never say never on that, because there's some fun stories to be told.
Yeah. So, all right, so we have about 5 minutes left. So I'm going to say let's try and get one more from each side. And apologies to anybody who didn't get their question asked. But let's head back over here to this side. What's your name and your question?
Hi, my name is Christina.
Yes.
My question for you is, in a different universe, if Firefly wasn't canceled and we didn't get the movie, would Wash have lived?
Oh, if we didn't get the movie?
Hell yes!
It was that damn movie that killed him. Yeah, he would have lived. You can't kill him. He's the funny one. This is a shirt that I actually wore in a photo shoot. I liked it. I bought it online because it looked like E.T. was flipping off. It's clean, but I can part with it. So here you go. There you go. There you go. Thank you. Cheers. You're welcome.
All right, we'll head back over here, this side. What's your name and your question?
Hi, my name's Lilia, and for the role in Moana, when you played Hey Hey, how long did it take for you to make, like, chicken sounds in your role?
4 hours. That was it. That was my entire investment in that movie, and it brought a lot of love and laughter my way. They had finished the movie, and because Disney puts me in every movie generously, knock on wood. This is a movie that is about people from islands, and island culture, and I know to look at me, you think, you look like you could be from an island. Like the Isle of Wight. I don't know. That's an island, right? Anyway, so I'm a chicken. They're like, we got the role for you. You can be a chicken. And so I just watched it and clucked along with them for about 4 hours, just watching it again and again and doing scenes again and again. So it was a really good time. And I'm hopeful. I honestly don't know, because I haven't done anything yet for the one that's coming out. I want him, it's my own dream that he gets a song. I think it would be so much fun. You know, something heartfelt and the just music swells and just thinking. This is the ADR list for Resident Alien, and some son of a bitch stole my bomb. The water is filling quickly. There isn't much time. Get ready. You are making his jacket all dirty. So that's that sounds like that's from season 3, Resident Evil. Cheers. Thank you for the question.
Well, I wish we had more time for you to give out some more crap.
I certainly seem to have more of it. Thank you.
So, thank you so much for this. This was just an
I
absolute
didn't even get to
pleasure.
give away this. This is for ice. But you can put anything in it.
It's multi. It's
Jewelry, you can put like you can put like your merkin in here, a Fabergé egg. I'll sign it and I'll just leave it up here.
Oh, it's going to be a free-for-all to come up on the stage to try and get that. Alan, thank you so much for spending this time with me, with all these wonderful people.
Cheers, thank you.
One more round of applause for Alan Tudyk.